Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Man, I'll tell you what, before we even get started, this is going to be a fun show. I already know because we are cracking up back here, all five of us in the studio. So, anyway, welcome to another episode of the award winning recovery podcast, Get in the Herd, brought to you by the McShin Foundation. Today I'm your host, and I'm Nathan Mitchell, and I am flanked by these two freaking hilarious guys. I got Keon over here. And I've got Darian.
You can call me Ock if you want. You can call me Ox.
Man, I'm struggling today, man. Let's just get so before we even get off right off to the jump. Before we get off, man, I can't talk today. It's just all kinds of. It's rainy out there. It's freezing in here. We got a brand new guy on the board over there, Patrick, and he hasn't screwed anything up yet, which is amazing. Thank you, Patrick.
I'm surprised too.
Oh, you get the mic live too. That's awesome. Welcome, Patrick. Good to see you, Justin. As always, welcome to the show, gentlemen. Tell me, now you guys have both. I know that you've moved out of the intensive house already. Have you moved out yet?
Next Thursday.
Okay, next Thursday. So we'll talk about what it's like to live in the intensive program. Talk about what you did to get here in the first place, and tell me, I don't know, where's that name come from? We got a lot of questions today.
Okay, so
Oh, and there it is.
basically, my nickname is Ox or Ak, and it's because I'm a Muslim, and it means like if you say the whole word in Arabic, Aki means brother or brethren. So
Aki.
when I refer to another Muslim like Tyrone, I would say that's my Aki, and that just means that's my brother.
Hmm.
And so I just use it as a. Every other Muslim I know also goes by Ox or Ak or yeah. So we all just
Yeah.
have the same nickname. If you go to a gas
Ah.
station where the attendant is called Ak, you know. So it's just yeah. That's
Okay. Excellent. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for that explanation there. I appreciate that.
you're welcome.
We got a lot to talk about, and some of it maybe after the show. Welcome, Keon, to
Thank
the show, man. Tell me, how's it going in your world?
Oh, it's going pretty good. I'm just learning myself, being sober. And what brought me down here was because I've been letting my family down, and I'm tired of just living that life, just doing heroin and going through the withdrawals, going back to the feds. I'm just tired of that, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to work my way.
How did you find McShin?
My Kenyatta, he's good friends with my father, and he told me to come down here and get help. And so far, it's a good program down here.
So, what I like about that, of course, is the they talk in the 12-step fellowship, the therapeutic value of one addict helping another was without parallel. Kenyatta is a person in recovery, and I can tell his story because he's told it online here. I mean, on the show here. He found us through jail, and he found us through jail, and he actually saw this podcast in jail, which is funny because I think the first time I met him, he was asking me questions about my personal life, and I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, right. I put my personal life out all the time." But I love that because he's come and obviously he's doing well, and he's gotten really excited about recovery, and he's really involved with the McShin Foundation, and now he's brought you in, and I see a lot of that excitement in you. I'm like, I wasn't kidding when I started off today. I'm like, I know this is going to be a fun hour because you two crack me up. So tell me, man, you've been in our housing for what, 3 weeks now?
Yeah, going through, yeah,
Going
3
on 3?
weeks.
Man, it feels longer. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way. It just feels like you've been around for a while, which is a
Right,
good thing.
right.
Because I don't, even though I'm really friendly with everybody who walks in the door, it takes me a few weeks, even a few months before I'm like, all right, let's be buddy buddy.
Right.
Because I mean, if you look around, we see a lot of people leave.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I'm Nathan, man. I got a soft little heart, little mushy heart in there. I mean, some might call it a big hard rock, but the reality is I got a soft mushy heart, and people come in and they break my heart when they leave. I'm like, I'm Nathan, and I love you. Why are you leaving?
Don't worry about that. You'll never have to worry about me leaving you. I like you a little too much.
I think my heart just got hardened a little bit. No. So anyway, man. So how have you found this experience? So you've been here for 3 weeks. You've been here for about a month now.
Yeah, a little over a month now.
A little over a month, yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's been great. How did you find us?
So my grandma actually found McShin like 8 months ago through this place called Zoe Freedom Center.
So where's that?
It's a church up in Fredericksburg, and
Ah,
they have a class, or not a class, they have a counseling group for family members of addicts, and she's been going there like for almost a year and a half, and they are a big supporter of McShin. Like
okay.
constantly pushing McShin. My grandma been sending me like the podcast, the Facebook website, like all that stuff, and I was like,
Wait, your grandmother watched the podcast?
oh yeah, my grandmother watches the podcast every week. She's actually been
Oh.
asking when I was gonna get on the podcast because she
Oh
was super excited.
no. Oh no.
She is probably one of the viewers that is in here right
Oh,
now.
oh gosh, so I gotta watch my language.
No, you don't.
Oh no. Well, what I need to say though, since you just told me that, Grandma, send more cookies. Send more cookies.
She-
Please,
She
Grandma,
just sent me
please.
down like 2 pounds of meatloaf and a whole
Whoa,
and two tater
whoa.
tot casseroles.
Whoa.
So whenever you're ready, come grab a slice of tater tot casserole, man.
You didn't tell me that.
I
I got it at the house.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Dude, I've got so much food that I cannot possibly eat it all
Where
by
do you
myself.
put it? Where do you put that?
I don't know. All my weight goes to my legs and my ass, if I'm honest. Can I say that? I'm sorry.
You can say that. Yeah. The
Okay.
only the word we try to avoid is the F bomb, but that
Okay.
honesty occasionally drops that one.
Have you ever sat in a room with John Shinholz?
He's been on the show. I mean, he hosted the show. John's hilarious, but he does get real down and serious too. It's a good thing. So you've been here about a month, and I know that you've moved on out of the intensive program house and into a step up house.
Yeah.
And are you technically still program, or are you
No,
No.
I am no longer intensive. Thank God.
Well, and okay, that's a good point. So you're looking at Keon over here, right? And Keon's getting ready to go from step. Come on now, come on, Nathan. Come
Yeah,
on,
come
Nathan.
on, Nathan. You're making us look bad.
Hold on. I need some coffee.
Yeah, get some coffee in you, dog.
Mm. Okay, so Keon's about to go from the intensive program to to make that transition to step up housing. You are planning on staying, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. Otherwise, get off the show. So you're making that transition. What do you have in terms of suggestions for Keon on making a smooth transition from the intensive to step up?
First things first, get your transition plan done as soon as possible so that they will release you.
Release.
I did that early.
Okay, and then the second thing is as soon as they tell you what house you're going to, go up to the house leader and make conversation. Because I
Ooh.
constantly made conversation with John Pate even before I knew I was going over there, and now like me and him are best buds. So whenever you figure out which house you go to, try and figure out either like the phone number of the house leader or like go see them in person, because that has done a bunch for me.
That's a real solid suggestion. That's not even something I would have thought of actually, which I love. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off? Did you have others?
No.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at your eyes. You got
Yeah.
you got some piercing eyes.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on.
Hold on now. Um. So have you thought about? So you have about a week left, and who has been your recovery coach throughout this?
Kenyatta.
Oh, that works nicely. Okay.
That's favoritism, man. He got his dang uncle as his recovery coach.
Wait, is he your uncle?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Basic. Okay, basic. I mean,
yeah,
I got
he-
uncles.
yeah, he-
I got uncles like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So have you? He's at
Clark
Clark.
House.
Yeah. So with
With
you, so
him.
are you looking at going to Clark? Is that a thought?
Yeah, we want him in Clark.
We want you at Clark.
Yeah, they trying to kidnap me.
He's
the-
pretty much there all the time.
Well, there are advantages to being close because for those of you who are watching or listening right now, the way our houses are set up is, several of the houses are actually within a quick walk to the facility here. So we've got three, which are, two across the parking lot and one that's right across the street. I guess technically all three are across streets, but we've got three within like really easy walking distance. And oh yeah, Westlake's a woman's house. Now I forgot about that. It was a men's house until very recently. And then all of the other houses, most of the other houses are within like a mile and a half or 2 miles. And then we have a couple that go a little further out. And then of course the one in Chesterfield, which is about 35 minutes away. So, we try to keep close to the center. It's really up to the individual to sort of start that first self-advocacy or one of those first self-advocacy moments to say, you know what? This is the house that I think would work best for me. And you'll see this in your transition paperwork. They'll say, what house would you like to go to and why would you like to go there? And so, and you'll have a choice. I mean, it sounds like you kind of have Clark on the mindset already, which is great. I mean, that's nice to have a sort of a goal and a plan because it's a good house. There's great guys in there, but it's also in the time for self advocacy. When moving from one to the other house, it's like, all right, well, you know, what do I want to do? Like, I know the guys at Smith House, some of those over there are my friends, but they co-sign my bullshit. You know, maybe I don't want to go over to Smith House. Maybe I want to go to New York, you know, or something, or Chamberlain, you know. And that's like an opportunity to look at those things. And so, you know, generally, I think we try to accommodate requests, generally. But anyway, so. Well, that's so. I want to get. There was two comments up there. One was from Brian Merritt. So it's funny. I just saw Brian early last night. Brian Merritt. He says McShin Foundation is without a doubt the best place to set yourself free and get your life back. What I love about Brian, he's alumni of this foundation, right? I met Brian right when I got here.
Okay.
Like when I got here in April of 2018, or I guess May 1st of 2018, the first day of groups, he either got here, Brian, help me out here. He either got here 2 weeks before me or 2 weeks after me, but we got here right around the same time. And with Justin was my house leader when I first moved here. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I talk about that a lot,
I
right?
feel sorry for him.
Oh, Chamberlain strong. I can't. Don't ever.
No, I'm talking about for you. Because of him, you got to deal with him.
And Pat had his first mess up. Y'all can't see Pat, but he
That's
just
right.
dropped his headphones.
Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but like on a very accurate, realistic note, Nathan and I hit it off really, really good when we first got there.
And now, what
we
about
had
now?
A lot of like long, serious talks.
Yeah.
And we were able to very quickly connect on a very, I don't know, a personal level. You know, I can remember him coming in, you know, I'd just be laying there and he'd just be like, dude, can I talk to you? Yeah, man, come on in, shut the door, you know? And like 2 hours later, we're both like, you know, he's walking out of the room and I don't know. It's just, it was really cool. So yeah, definitely awesome.
Now, how do you feel about Nathan right now in this current like?
I plead the fifth.
Hey, some of our viewers are from outside of the country. They don't know what that means.
I have the right to remain silent.
And not incriminate himself.
I love
not
it.
Incriminate myself.
Which to me, I feel like is still an admission of guilt.
To-
So like you're
Quite
admitting.
Well, so and I love it. And so Brian says it was 2 weeks after. The cool thing about that, so Brian and I, we're about the same age.
Okay.
You know, just like Justin and I are about the same age, and I'm a little older than both of them. But
You're way older than me.
You're 65, right?
What'd you say,
He
Shani?
just celebrated his
What?
75th birthday.
What'd you
Oh
say?
my
Oh,
gosh.
goodness. Jesus. 75.
You see this skin? Yeah. Oof. That's good stuff.
What you use? You use the Pharrell skincare, don't you?
Oof. Wait, like Pharrell?
Yeah,
like the singer?
You know he's like old as heck, but his skin is perfect. He's got like a specialized skincare
How
line.
old is heck to you?
To me, anybody older than me, like Keon's old as heck, Pat's old as heck.
What?
Come on.
What?
That's wild.
Listen,
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a youngin.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a little baby child, is what my.
Wow. 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 Okay, so
I wish I had found this place at your age, honestly, though, because you like saved yourself a lot of pain and suffering by coming here that young.
oof. That's a
yeah.
good. What do you think about that when you hear that?
When I hear that, honestly, it's cool to hear, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, I almost came last year.
Yeah.
And like July, I almost came, but I didn't because I was like not ready to. But no, when I hear that, like I've been hearing a lot of people tell me that they're like inspired by me because I found recovery so early. And if I'm honest, it was not really by my choice. Well, I mean, it was.
Say more about that.
Okay, so basically, my family had told me that I was not fit to take care of my great grandmother anymore. And so they moved me out of her house to my grandfather's house.
This is the same woman who makes us cookies and tater tot casseroles.
Yes.
Grandma, great grandma, we love you.
Yeah. Oh, so much. Shout out Mimi.
Shout out Mimi and Mimi's cookies.
But no, so they told me I had to move into my granddad's. I moved into my granddad's, and that just became a cash grab for my granddad. Like he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna use you for rent money."
Oh.
That didn't fly with me, so I went out and decided to be homeless,
Hmm.
which, eh,
Ah.
I have mixed opinions on that. But
What time of year were you homeless?
the first time I was homeless, it was from like July all the way to November.
Hmm.
And this last time it was August till September.
Okay. So you made a strategic choice around November that it got cold, and it was like, you know what?
No,
That's what I'm hearing from that
Yeah.
anyway.
no,
Yeah.
honestly, had I not overdosed,
Yeah.
I would still be homeless.
Wow.
But I overdosed and I was living in my friend's apartment. I overdosed. And I've overdosed a couple of times, but normally, like, I've talked to my family and I've told them I love them and all that sort of stuff. But this last time, I hadn't talked to anybody, not even my grandmother, in like 2 or 3 weeks. And I overdosed and I freaked out when I came to because I was like, oh shit. The 2 people I love the most in this world, I have not talked to in 3 weeks. That's my little brother and my grandmother. And that freaked me out. And I was that was like my lightning strike moment
Yeah.
where it was like, all right, time to go, let's go. But I mean, this is gonna sound crazy. I'm grateful that it happened.
Hmm.
Like it.
That's what's funny though is that doesn't sound crazy to me at all. And I bet you there are a lot of people listening who that will hear that and will connect with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just. And honestly, I only really came down here in the first place not for myself. I was trying to manipulate my way back into my grandmother's house.
Of course.
So I was like, I knew she told me that like if I went to rehab, I could move back in, and all of my family was like, if he goes to rehab, I could move back in. So when my first couple of days here, I don't know if you remember, but I just kept saying, I'm just here to get my family off my grandmother's back.
Mm.
Like I was going to do my 28 days and go. Like I was ready
Woo.
to jet, and then by like I don't know 20th day, I was like, nah, screw that. I'm staying. I like it down here. It's cool. I feel comfortable. I'm learning about myself. It's just been an amazing time. Like it's been life changing.
What was the shift? So you're at about 21 days right now
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
How do you feel like what listening to listen to Ak over here tell his story? How does that track with your story as far as being here at McShin?
I just I'm getting my feelings back, and like this program, it's really like changed my life. I never been nowhere where I don't know people, but they feel like family, and they really
Hmm.
want to help me.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
It's a little.
it's very weird.
I'll I'm cutting you off for a second, but I walked in and I felt that I relate to that, and I'm kind of like, what the hell are you all doing? Like,
Yeah.
where's the Kool-Aid that I gotta drink for
Yeah.
this? Now, I feel you on that. Clearly, I got past that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I was just gonna do 28 days and just go back home,
yeah,
but something's telling me like I need to stay around the winters
yeah.
and just work myself. some
Stay
more.
in the herd.
Right.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I like that one.
Ooh,
that
ooh.
connection
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
See the sign over there? Get in the herd. Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't
See,
gonna,
I'm about to. I'm all about the. I'm all about the
You going?
product placement.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you like plugging points.
Oh
Like
my
connect
god!
them.
No, 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 no.
No.
That's another story entirely.
Every time I say something, I feel like you always get me. Uh,
I'm gonna call you Double Entendre. That's my nickname for you. I like that. Double Entendre.
okay,
Double E.
I can rock with
You
that.
can rock with that. So that feeling. So I the one that you were just expressing, that feeling of the people that care about you, and it's like family, and you don't know them. How is that working? How's that working to help you right now? And what do you see moving forward?
well, at first I was just like, man, these
Hmm.
people they just trying to do their jobs. They don't really care about me. They look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm a junkie.
Yeah.
But now since like I've been here for a little while, I can tell that they genuinely care and want me to get this.
Yeah.
And that's when I made that decision. I talked to my mother. I was like, I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer, just work with myself. Because honestly, if I go back out there after the 28 days, I might not be alive.
Yeah.
I might OD and die.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23. Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have one daughter.
You have a daughter. How old's your daughter?
She's 6.
You have a 6-year-old daughter. How cool. How cool. Have you stayed connected with her?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
talk to her every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. What did she dress up for Halloween?
She was a zombie.
She was a zombie?
Yeah.
These kids today,
Yeah,
man.
I don't
What's
know.
this? I love it.
Yeah, she was a zombie.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I talked to her. She had a whole bunch of candy. She was all happy.
Yeah. Where is she?
She's in Front Royal, Virginia.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like Front Royal actually.
Oh, you been there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But well, that's a story for another time. Well, those are stories for other times. But yeah, I'm from Northern Virginia, sort of, kind of. But that's where I did a lot of my destruction. So
Okay.
yeah. But destruction aside, Front Royal's, I think, a neat little place. But anyway, we had a couple other comments up there. What do we have up there, Pat? Let me see real quick. So Brian, 2 weeks just needs to be.
Justin needs to be on
Oh,
camera
Justin.
more.
You see that?
Justin,
Who's that?
come.
Johnny Fab. Oh, do you know Johnny Fab? Yeah. Are you Facebook friends with him?
No, Johnny Fab, but like he's been on the show, I think, twice since I've been running it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he's the because remember the last time he was on, I was like, yeah, I can always count on Johnny Fab leaving a comment. Boom.
That's true.
And
That's
I'm
true.
guessing that comment's gonna pop up pretty soon, actually.
Well, so I'll give you. So first of all, like shout out to Jeff Breedlove, Recovery Israel. I love that. Jeff is down in Georgia doing some incredible work. Johnny Fab's in Pennsylvania doing some incredible work. These are people in recovery who are doing recovery advocacy and recovery, helping the next person walk in the door. Brian Merritt's prison of recovery. He's alumni of the McShin Foundation. He's helping people too by staying, in recovery and helping out and doing the meetings and stuff. And like I said, I got to see him yesterday. But talking Johnny Fab, he's in Pennsylvania. Johnny Fab, I know he's been in school lately, so he hasn't been online a lot. But when he's deep in his non-drug use addiction, sorry, Johnny, maybe I'm putting this on you a little bit here, but he's really big in TikTok world. So
You want to talk about TikTok, dude? I
no.
love TikTok.
Oh no.
I got a pop in TikTok.
You got a pop in TikTok.
Yeah, I got some views on TikTok.
For us older folks, what is a pop in TikTok?
So a pop in, not pop in, it's pop in. Like like when something like bacon grease. Like when you're cooking bacon and the grease is popping.
Pop in TikTok.
Yeah, there we go.
Pop in.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you got a pop in TikTok.
No, I got a pop in TikTok. Like it's
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know
it
what I
makes
don't even know what that
sense.
is, Dan.
What's a pop in
I
TikTok?
never TikTok, but pop in TikTok.
It just means like your boy's out here. Your boy can do these dance challenges.
And we don't know what that means
Yeah.
either. So
It just means like I will take the time to set up my phone in the perfect angle to record a dance video on TikTok because I'm like that. Like I'm just extra. And honestly, I kind of don't like
Extra.
myself for it. But it is.
so you're a cool youngin doing the TikToks.
Yeah, you can say that.
Wait, what's that about the
Fantastic.
Tiki Taki thing? What's going on?
Nathan, I actually want you on my TikTok. Like
Where?
I want to teach you a dance and have you do
Also,
a
could you
TikTok.
pass me my cane, please?
Where? My back. I'm
What's-
gonna put my back out there.
What's your TikTok name?
Wait, hold on. Is it
Okay.
good? Can we do
Here comes
this?
the plug.
It's so I used to have really long curly hair, and all my friends called me Curly Fries.
Okay.
So my TikTok name is Curly Fries.
Curly fries.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
curly
my daughter
fries.
look at it. She
Okay.
loves TikTok.
Can his daughter look at it without going?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I don't have anything inappropriate on there.
Okay.
No, that's not me.
It's like kind of like Facebook, but you do videos.
I mean, I've seen some of the TikToks,
Well, yeah.
and I
Yeah.
mean,
I've got a couple of axe throwing videos on my TikTok, and then the rest are just like dance
Wait,
challenges.
wait,
all right,
wait,
yeah.
wait, hold
So
on, hold
that
on.
definitely needs explanation.
Axe throwing. All
Yeah. Okay.
right,
So
we're gonna talk after the show. Just-
okay, I got you. I am a licensed professional axe throwing coach.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love you for that.
Like
I didn't even know that was a thing.
yeah,
Damn
okay.
it.
So I used to work at this place called Fredericksburg Axes, and I found it on Facebook.
It's so amazing.
Like they put up an ad on Facebook saying, "Hey, we'll pay you $15 an hour to teach you how to throw axes so that you can teach other people." And I said, "Hell yeah!" Like, why would I not take that? Like weekend work too, like tips. Sign me up.
Wait, the tips are money tips, not like tips that you cut off of people, right?
You know, it's whatever I'm choosing. You know,
Okay.
fingers, toes. Yeah. No, cash tips, card tips, phone numbers. I met a lot of cops, and that used to freak me out all the time.
Did you teach them how to throw axes?
Yes, I did.
Oh, great.
Yeah, there is nothing better than teaching Manassas police officers how to throw axes while they're drunk.
Whoa, wait,
What?
what?
Yeah.
Hold
Oh
up.
no. Okay, so
What
look.
did you just say?
Wait, whoa.
So
What?
Note to self:
shout-
stay out of Manassas.
Shout out Manassas police officers. But no, okay. So what our rule was is like you couldn't show up drunk. Like you couldn't be drunk before you got in the building. But if you were in the building,
But you can get hammered while you're throwing axes.
Well,
Yeah.
hammered. What a
Yeah.
what a word.
yeah, I would. I
It's a
prefer.
different type of lever.
I prefer slashed.
Oh God.
Sorry, bad joke.
Oh
Bad
God.
joke. I'm sorry.
that was terrible, and I'm gonna need you to leave now.
All right.
So. I don't know where to go with
How do
this.
you reel that in?
What does one do? What does one do with a certificate in axe throwing? You teach other people how to throw axes,
I
yes.
was going to say throw axes.
I mean,
Yeah, like
really good.
yeah, I'm really great at my job. Like I'm really good at it.
Can you do it behind your back?
Oh yeah, I got a video on my phone right now of me doing it backwards. I have a video of me throwing 3 at once in pitch black. I can do 2 underhanded,
Mm.
2
How
in-
did, the
one in each
video of
hand.
it in the pitch black video? That's not going to be good. I could
No,
do a
it's-
pitch black one of me
It's
throwing
okay.
axes.
So Friday nights we had, or Saturday nights we had glow throw. So
Glow throw.
we had like spray, like what is it? Black light spray paint, and then black lights. And so
Black light spray paint.
yeah,
I want this in my life.
so we would like turn all the lights off, turn the black lights on, and then people can throw axes in the dark with the black light. Which, like, while I'm saying it out loud, seems so unsafe. But I promise you, it was super safe. Like, I was constantly walking around, checking on people, making sure they were okay.
I don't think I'd want to be walking around.
No, okay. So there's like lanes. You have to be up at the front of the lane.
I've been to bowling alleys. I know how lanes work, and I know I can still get hurt. And that's a ball on the ground.
okay. Now, would you be surprised if I told you our axes weren't sharp?
Huh?
They're heavy, but they're not sharp. The wood we used was poplar wood, and poplar is really soft. So when you throw it with
Poplar, poppin'.
also shout out Poplar Drive, Fredericksburg. That's the street I live on.
Oh,
I
but-
still don't want to get hit in the head with a dull axe.
Yeah, no, I hit myself in the leg, and it was the worst experience of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
and you've overdosed a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, checks out.
When it comes to pain, getting hit in the leg with an axe was the worst thing I've experienced. I didn't really feel the overdose, if that makes sense.
No, that does actually make a lot of sense. Okay, and pivoting over here. So, what do you throw?
Baseball or football?
These are more traditional throwing items, Keon. How are you with the baseballs and the footballs?
I'm very good at it.
Yeah, you're very good at it.
He's
Yeah.
a monster.
He's a monster. Who said? Oh, you said that?
Yeah, he's a monster.
You're a
dude.
monster.
He's
All right. Did you
Yeah.
play football in high school?
Yeah, I played football,
that's
basketball, baseball, track.
You're just all around sports freak.
Yeah, to
That's
the-
cool.
Yeah.
All right, here's the inevitable question. Don't answer. Don't answer. I don't want to hear from you all because I know you all. What's your football team? Come on.
The Ravens.
All right. Okay. Any issues with the Ravens?
no.
It turns out I don't really care about football whatsoever. I mean, I'm kind of an Eagles fan because I'm from South Jersey, and which means I'm going to naturally hate the Washington football team and of course the Cowboys. But I mean, the Cowboys are so hateable.
They're
But-
easy. Those
Yeah.
are easy targets.
They're easy targets. Aren't you? I thought you were a Cowboys fan.
Oh no!
No.
I
It better
feel
not be no
insulted.
Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I'm insulted by that. No,
I'm not gonna say my team because that's
He likes the Bears.
yeah. I'm a
The
Chicago
Bears.
Bears fan.
The Bears.
okay.
The
All right.
Bears.
The Bears.
You know, we have the greatest rival in NFL history.
That's right. You're a Packers fan.
I am.
Oh, that's right. I knew you were a Packers fan.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
the video of Aaron Rodgers dressed up like John Wick dancing to hip hop music for Halloween?
I have not, but I need to find that video.
It is the best video I've seen so far.
Nice.
Like it is pretty good.
I'm loving the meme that's going
Wait.
around of him on the ground or whatever. He got knocked out. Oh my god.
Wait, didn't Aaron Rodgers kill somebody?
I don't know.
What?
I
I mean,
think
he's
that's
killing-
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, let's not go down.
Whoa.
Let's not go down that.
Aaron
road.
Rodgers is just killing the game. That's it.
Oh, he just
That's
killed.
the,
Okay.
that's the only thing
All
he's
right.
killing.
It's funny. I know this about me that I know nothing of sports and I don't care about sports. It's like one of those sports ball, and it's one of those things. Like I'll ask I have this tendency to ask questions because I don't think before I speak, and I'll ask a question knowing full well that I don't give a crap what the answer is. And it's like, oh man, now I got to listen to you explain something that I don't care about. And then that's what I just did. I asked you what your team was, and I was like, oh shoot, there's 5 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Anyway,
Yeah, I used to like Washington, but they broke my heart. I can't deal with them no more.
wait, what? Why? It's just one of those.
Good job.
Yeah,
Why?
I can't take it no more.
Because of the name?
They suck.
Oh,
They are garbage. I can't say that. I can't even talk. My team is worse
They're
than
better.
Hmm.
they're better than them by like a slim margin. It's like they might not win any games in a season, and the
Mm.
Bears will win like one.
the Bears.
So the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears.
Well, it's actually I want to clarify something here because just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't really appreciate when people like have like the actual. I just don't care because I'm not good at any sports type.
Well,
ball
that's
things.
because all you want to do is eat food.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Whoa! Hold on now.
I told you, you got a young Martin Lawrence sitting next to you.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Goodbye. No. Wow! Wow!
Listen,
wow.
Nathan, we're used to. I don't know if y'all know this about Nathan, viewers, but Nathan likes to throw shots at us when he does groups. He will call all of us out like it is nothing.
What are
So
you talking
we had to
about?
come on his platform and call him out.
Is that actually true? Do I do that? Uh-oh.
No, it's not a bad thing. We all love it. Like we enjoy it.
Oh,
So
no.
please don't get offended. Like we find it hilarious.
I'm not gonna change.
Living life on life's terms.
I'll tell you what though, I love facilitating groups. I mean, I absolutely love it. I love it because there's so. I remember being in those rooms in those groups and sitting in there and getting bored as f. It's like this I am, and there were some people. I'm not going to call this person out, but there's a couple different people who would come in and do groups every week, and it was the same group every week. There was one guy, I won't call him out by name, and I hope he's not listening in, but he would come in and he would tell his story, and he would tell his story almost the same way every single time, and it was just he would come in and he would talk for an hour. I mean, that was the group, him
Oh.
talking for an hour.
That's not who I thought it was.
Oh, you don't know him. You definitely don't know him.
I
He's been
got
around.
two in mind who does that exact same thing.
Yeah.
Well, this guy would come in and I remember for the longest time he kept talking about his relationship with his son, and it was a good story, but he kept talking about I don't even know what color my son's favorite color is. I can't get. I don't even know what my son's favorite color is, and in my head I'm screaming, just freaking ask him what his damn favorite color is. I want to know. Come back next week and tell me. Is it purple? Is it orange? Is it green? Come on.
He's leaving you on a cliffhanger, man.
I know, right? But it's like, and I love what I love about him, and I'll tell you this because I'm sort of making fun of it, but I love him because he continued to do that. And I actually just saw him last week or 2 weeks ago, and and he didn't tell me any stories, but I saw him. And he knows me and remembers me, and I know him and I remember. And it's like he's still in recovery. He's still doing his thing. He's still him and growing, and I love that. That's the story because obviously, these groups are kind of designed to kind of get a little boring because it's like, all right, let's kick you out of the freaking nest, go to work, figure out, go to school, do something, But at the same time, like at least for somebody like me who took a long time, needed to sit in some groups for a long time because I'm like, I ain't going back to work. If I go back to work, I want to drink. I'm gonna drink and do some cocaine, cocaine accessories.
Cocaine accessory.
And that that was my a little bit of squeaky there. I like it. What is
It's about
that?
to. Oh,
Is that what we're talking
it's
about?
about to drop
Oh.
a hot beat. That's how you know it's what you hear it.
You broke it.
Well, we might have broken the internet, but apparently we don't know what that is. But if then maybe there's a sound online, maybe there's not. Who cares? We'll just keep going with it. But but the cool thing is like when I like to do groups, like I like to bounce off the personalities in the group because it gets really dull. You know, you come
Yeah.
in and talk about your damn feelings all damn day. It's like I didn't want to talk about my feelings. You know, I wanted to suppress that shit. Like I was opening up. I'm like, oh, I get my feelings back. Oh, I get my feelings back. Right? Yeah, like you said earlier. It's like I'm getting my feelings back. Well, that can be great and suck, and sometimes at the same freaking time. Right? You
Yeah.
experience the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How are you dealing with it?
By breathing.
Okay, that's okay.
Just taking it minute by minute. Just keep going to groups. I'm thinking I'm not a morning person.
You're not a morning person.
Yeah, because when them feelings checks come,
He'd be ready to pop in the morning, staring feelings check.
yeah.
Be like, you know what? How you feeling this morning, Keon? My name Keon. I'm ready to fight. Like it don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to get active. You know what I'm saying?
And you have a smiley face on your shirt. I would
Yeah.
have a hard time fighting you with that shirt on. I'd be like, I can't do this. I'd be
So,
like, get out of here.
The show's gonna come off.
The shirt's gonna come off. Then we'll really be laughing.
That's
Yeah.
called getting high.
Bird chest. Then we're gonna laugh at the 8 months.
Oh, damn.
Booyaka.
Keon is quickly being the first guest to ever get banned from the show.
I
By the
thought
way,
that'd
did
be-
that sound like a balloon that deflated? Is that kind of what that
Yes.
was?
Yeah, they're
That's-
trying to do it to your stomach. When I said that.
Wow!
We're just. I'm sorry, Nathan.
Pew 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 pew.
Okay, but can I say why I like your groups though?
Please.
It's because I am extremely ADHD,
Yeah, and
and
he's
so are you. So like anybody else's group that we do, I cannot follow along because they talk too slow
Oh,
and
God.
they're just boring. But it's like when we. Sorry, I feel so bad. You guys aren't boring. It's just like I gotta be here, there, everywhere, moving left, right, doing something,
Mm.
making jokes, laughing, all sorts of crazy stuff while I'm doing a group, or else I'm not paying attention. And like Nathan's groups are very high energy, and we also have a lot of colorful personalities
yeah.
that
Mm.
are in our
Mhm.
groups. So when
Mhm.
we're doing like,
Mm.
you do the McShin way for your group,
Mm.
which is like the rule breakdown. And when we talk about rules, it gets kind of hectic and it gets a little funny, but it's like
Whew.
all the personalities we have in that room, when it comes to talking about rules and following rules,
Woo.
it can get.
Oof. Well, okay, that's a really good pivot point right there because if to stick to go to find some sort of meaning in this whole jumble that we're doing today. By the way, thank you. You have not disappointed. This has been hilarious. 40. What are we at? 40 minutes at this point. With the rules, right, that we set out. There's a reason that the McShin way, right, on Wednesday mornings. So we used to do that at 3:00 during the day. It was it was an orientation, and often it was a very dry recitation of the rules. This is what you signed when you got here. You were probably high when you did it, so you may not remember. It's true, right? And I remember, for me at least, the and I probably told you this already in the meeting, but that was the second day for me. I got here on a Monday night, so I didn't do groups. The first day I did, with groups, I went right back to Chamberlain. I was like, yeah, I got to get out of here. These people don't know what the hell they're doing. So, which, I had two groups that were run by people who had less clean time than I had, because of course I had 2 months clean from jail. So I knew stuff. And I was quick to tell you, I know stuff. What?
Me right now.
Right. And so, going home, and I'm like, all right, I got to get out of here. But I came back that next day because, I'm 2 hours from home, or an hour and a half from home. And it was Brenda. It was Brenda Perkins, who was the women's program director at the time. And she goes and does groups at Chesterfield House now. But, she ran orientation that day. And have y'all met Brenda?
I think I've seen her in passing. I don't know if
Yeah.
I've done a group or
Yeah.
like met her.
I think she just went via pass.
She's she's a middle-aged, very dry Southern woman. Kind of a dry, raspy voice. And
Oh no, I have done a group with her.
have you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now.
Well, and she's got that real. She's just she's just very comfortable to be around. And when she did the group, she said, just like for me, there was a moment that really gelled me, started to help me when I was in jail. It was that moment when I talk about, for me, it was that moment where somebody gave me socks. I couldn't take care of myself. This guy offered me socks and he didn't want anything in return. So and I chose to accept the socks. I chose to accept the help, which is the big turning point of that for me. And I talk about those socks all the time, but it's probably one of the most important moments of my life. Literally one of the most important moments of my life. Fast forward a couple months, I'm out of jail. I've come here and I made a decision. I'm still a McShin, but I'm now out of the jail program. And I'm like, these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. All that shit in jail was like, that's bull. They don't know what they're doing. Oh my God, I'm screwed because I'm an hour and a half from home. And she was like, while you're here, you might not get what you want, but you'll get what you need. And it was a very simple thing to say, but it just resonated with me. It just resonated in such a profound way. I mean, that I'm still talking about it, obviously. And, there are moments like that in my recovery that I can pinpoint whenever, because you just both expressed, when I do groups, my ADD, bleh, it flies. It flies. And we'll be talking about marrying my sister and Sisyphus and all these things in one whole conversation. But when it comes right down to it, I don't want to overcomplicate my life. Like, I
Mm.
love that about me, that I can do that, because like I lean into that these days. Like, I ain't trying to medicate that anymore. Like that focus thing is great, and I have tools in place that don't involve, because that was a lot of my using was to focus me. And now I have other tools in my toolbox, but I also lean into that and enjoy that more. Like, I enjoy that. Like, I have an hour where I can, sit and hopefully engage, people who may not want to engage. I like doing the 9:30 group because I'm actually not really a morning person either.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, well, cool. If I can engage some other people and look at you, I'm like, if I can make you laugh, then I can make me laugh. And that's really what it's all about for me, is making me laugh. Because I love y'all, but I'm a selfish, But that was it for me, like that moment. So for some reason, we got away from doing that orientation group over the years. And a couple months ago, Dixie and I were like, no, we really want to bring that back. It was important. It's very important for me, when I was here, initially as a participant. I'm like, no, this is really important, to create buy-in. And so as I've been doing this group, I've been trying to get away from the just let me recite all the rules, and more of a, if you notice, like the first thing I do is, all right, if you are creating a recovery community organization, what are the values and the things that you would want to see, in that construction? And so we put that up there, and there's a lot of, being honest and not using, and we put up a lot of these things, and then we go, all right, well, cool. And then I've been trying to, get to, all right, let's read what we got here, and how does this relate to this? How does that relate to this? And there's something else that you don't know. I'm on the ethics committee here, believe it or not. I'm on the ethics committee here,
That's
along with,
backwards.
I know, right? No, and it's actually, and as joking as I am about this, it's actually, I really, it's a really, really important to me, because I believe so much in what we're doing here, and I believe in the people I work with, and the helicopter we got going on.
Yeah, I was about to say Vietnam flashback.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Squirrel and dead squirrel attacking. Never mind. But I'm on this ethics committee. In all joking aside, and so with Matthew Connor, Melanie Belden, and a couple people who aren't. There's an alumni member and then another member from the community that just joined us, and so we're currently actually looking at all of the intake paperwork, and we're sort of looking at that from the lens of, okay, how can we do this better? How can we do this better? And really, when we talk about the disease of addiction, how can we acknowledge that in the way that we present what we do and how we do it? And rule number two, or I think rule number two, is like, okay, these things can get you evicted without, refund. And like the very first thing says relapsing. And I'm like, well, wait a second. I have the disease of addiction, and the symptom of that disease for me is using drugs and alcohol. It's like, well, wait a second. If I'm here to figure out how to not do that and I have a relapse, but that's part of my disease, how are you going to kick me out? So that's why I'm really quick to explain what that means and how we talk about that, because okay, it's this really what that means is, okay, we find a path of recovery. If you have a relapse, we're going to see what's working and what's not working, try to up your game, on recovery. And then, if it's not working, if you're not really looking to get recovery, well, that's fine too. We'll find you somewhere else to go. So, hey, Kenyatta's watching. Oh, and Debbie Rosenbaum's watching. Debbie, I'm glad you're here. Debbie Rosenbaum's our board chair. So I'm glad to see you, Debbie. Love you. McShin love is genuine.
Yes, it is.
It is genuine. And so I like doing the McShin way group because, it's I mean, like you both have said, life changing, and you've only been here 3 weeks. You've been here just a little over, a month, we said, right? I've been involved in this place now for 3 years and 8 months, and yeah, but I'm 45 years old, so I mean, really, it's a drop in the bucket of my life. But it's like I am not the person I was 4 years ago. I'm not the person I was 3 months ago or 4 months ago. But I'm not that person 4 years ago, and I continue to do more and more the next right thing and the next right thing, and less the next wrong thing. I still do a lot of the next wrong thing too. Don't get me wrong, but like, I'm in this really amazingly supportive environment here. And even as a staff member now, does that mean I make a ton of money and I get to drive the flashiest car, wear the newest clothes all the time, or take trips in my yacht to Cancun or whatever? No, of course not. I get some really freaking amazing opportunities. And for me, those opportunities look like calling up my mom and trying not to, and not even trying. I'm not even trying to get something from her, just to talk and say, how you doing? And my mom's getting a little older and I love her to death, but she lives alone and she lives in a house that's gonna, she needs to think about moving. She needs to move, because it's a lot of work. I have a relationship with my sister and my nieces and my nephews and my brother. It's like that's what it is for me. Like, I make enough to survive. More than enough to survive. I pay my bills. I rent and live in a great neighborhood, and where I can walk if I choose, or drive my car if I choose, and legally. I was looking at paperwork. There's a slip of paper on my dresser at home right now, and it says that my registration expires at the end of this month. And you know what? I can pay that. I can pay that. And I'm actually thinking I'm gonna pay for 2 years because I can do that too.
Okay.
I don't know about 3, but 2. So it's like that's what recovery is to me. Now, if you want the flashy stuff, if you want that stuff too, that's great. Like that, whatever your goals are, we're at McShin. It's not about trying to stifle your dreams or cut you and say, no, this is what you need to do. It's like, all right, cool. First, we need to learn how to stop using. Right. That's that's the first thing. And that's something I have to learn every morning. Like, I literally, for me, have to make a commitment today. You know what? I'm not going to do some self-destructive crap that might ruin everything for me. I don't necessarily phrase it that way in my mind, but sometimes I do. That I'll sit there in the bed and go, all right, this is what I want to accomplish today. And sometimes it might just be I want to accomplish sleeping an extra hour. That's what it was for me this morning. I woke up. I'm addicted to freaking Facebook Reels. It's a new thing. I just spent like 3 hours on it last night, and the next thing I knew, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And then I woke up at 5 because I have been going to the gym to swim. Thank you very much, Keon.
Oh snap! You've been hitting the pool.
Yes, and which is why my hair always smells fabulous. But I don't know what the hell we're talking about. But I got this morning and I was like, you know what? I can take a day off and I can sleep in. I can sleep in. And you know what I did? I took the day off from the gym and I slept in, and I came to work and I worked.
That was me this morning. It finally hit me that I'm not intensive. It finally hit me for real.
Yeah.
And I didn't wake up until 8:30 this morning. Like, right when I was supposed to be in this building. I was
wow.
He wants to keep bragging about that.
I got up.
You feeling some kind of way?
Yeah, I'm feeling some type of way.
I got up and I was kind of freaking out because I was like, oh crap, I'm late. And then I was like, wait, I'm not in Scott House anymore.
Who cares? Let them do the chores. We'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
But can I say, like,
Please.
the love you showed me, and like everybody that came in, and like your sense of like you just made me feel welcome when I first got here. That's the reason I brought. Oop, is it going?
What?
Yeah, that's the reason I brought family dinners back at Scott House, where like I made everybody sit down and we all ate together,
Oh, I
and
love that.
and I cooked,
Yeah.
which now they don't appreciate my cooking anymore. Kevin especially doesn't appreciate my
What?
cooking, but no, but that was one of the reasons I was like it. You said something in a group about building brotherhood, and
Hmm.
like you're constantly hearing about in meetings and stuff like that, build your network, build your network, build your network. Well, if all of us are sitting quiet at Scott House and none of us are really talking, then we're not even building a network inside of our own house. So like his first day here, we cooked.
Yeah.
Nick's first day here,
Yeah.
I cooked. Pat, even though he was like already there when I got back from Tucker's, I cooked. Like with his first day, like when he was feeling better, I cooked. I cooked for Cotter. Like anybody that came into that house while I was there when they were new, we cooked. There was a point where we were cooking for 15 days straight on the grill.
Yeah.
Like it was,
yeah.
yeah, we had a lot of hot dogs and hamburgers,
Hot dogs.
hot dogs and hamburgers.
I've never had hot dogs. What are they?
Hmm. Well,
What is the best way to describe a hot dog? You know, like when you boil a hot dog, like when
No, I don't.
you've never boiled a hot dog.
I've never boiled a hot dog.
Neither have I, but he does it all the time.
are you
Um,
insane?
He puts them in a pot of hot water and lets them boil, so that's a hot dog.
Do you drink the water after you're done boiling the
That
hot dog?
I think he need to take a piss test because I put my hot dogs in the microwave.
Like a normal person.
You
that's a
think-
lie. His first day here, he put it in a pool. Oh no, that was country. That was
Piss
country.
test
who
him.
did that.
Piss test him,
Country.
please.
Country.
Yeah, but I said, what are you talking?
I was
I
like
couldn't even
somebody in
see
the
my
house.
first day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, it's like I love that you that food because that's such a that to me is like a I spend so much you know I'm a person in recovery and I don't have all the answers and I certainly I work every day to be a little better than I was yesterday and I'm still me. Some of my character defects come out, especially when like my life is like there's growth in my life, because I'm still subject to the same fears and self doubts and all that stuff too. And when that happens, like lately, for me, I get really what's the word judgmental. In the I guess in 12 steps. Ooh, we gonna be doing some new cabling soon. But in like 12 steps, we talk about like taking inventory, right? So we talk about taking other people's inventory and how that's not a good idea. And I've been doing it's kind of like my thing lately, and that's like it doesn't serve me. I know it doesn't serve me, but it's still old behavior, so it's still like it's there, and I have to get out of it and stuff. But like it's easy sometimes for me at least to go down that rabbit hole and be just like I have this. I am righteous in my pissed offness at this person. I'm just gonna be pissed off, and I'm righteous about it.
I feel like
Mm.
I do that a lot, but
Mm.
it's only because I don't want to do step 4.
Yeah,
I don't want to list my own character defects, so I'm
Yeah.
looking for everybody else's.
that's good. That's good. Yeah. When I'm doing that though, it's like I'm trying to take my will back. So I know I struggle with that, and I know that one of my favorite ways, and my absolute favorite way of just getting past that is to cook, like, and to cook for other people. I kind of miss, in ways. Actually, I was talking to Brian. Brian was in my the guy I was just watching. He was in my office yesterday, and he'd been a house leader at Sunnybrook for a long time, and I was his house leader at Sunnybrook for a long time, and I had known him, from back, when I first got here. And then he was my house leader at Sunnybrook. I left last year and I went out on the road for 2 months. And when I came back, I moved into housing for a couple more months before I moved out. And I specifically requested to go back there because not only was Brian there, but like 2 other people there I had known for almost 3 years. And I'm like, these are my friends. Like these are the people who got my back, are still doing the recovery shit. Like I want to be with recovery shit people. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to be best friends, and we're not. Like Brian and I are pretty damn good friends. Ben and I are pretty good friends. But like these are people doing the things. And like, let me surround myself with that. Plus I was working here too. I wanted a quieter house. And there's 3 bathrooms. That helps. But but the point is like, nowadays, like I don't have as much of an opportunity to cook for people. Yeah, that's kind of
Anytime
interesting.
you want to cook for me, all I'm saying is your boy can eat.
But I know, I mean,
Yeah.
That's because
That's
Nathan's
like I like.
greedy.
I got some fish I cooked in the fridge.
I
You
don't
want
want
to talk
that-
about that on here?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You want to
So-
talk? Oh, Justin.
so-
Oh,
We were
Wow.
sitting in Nathan's office, right? And all of a sudden, Pat's in there. He's making himself a cup of coffee. He opens up the little mini fridge, and it just smelled like.
I probably am not going to keep that Tupperware,
Eh,
am I?
No,
I need to
you shouldn't.
All right.
It smelled like a Limp Bizkit album.
It's
like that's what it smelled like. Like
Okay, you're gonna have to allow it smelled like a Limp Bizkit album.
chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water.
Okay.
all right.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, chocolate starfish.
No, I don't mean it like that. The only way I could equivalent it.
Equivalent.
That's not what I meant to say. I don't know the word I'm looking for. The only way I could make that connection to hot dog water
Oh yeah.
was
equate.
because thank you.
You're welcome.
Equate it was that the name of that album is Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog
I
flavored
thought
water.
you were saying it smelled like a $3 bill, y'all.
Yeah,
I like how we came back to hot dog water.
yeah.
Why? And it wasn't you, it was country, but that is an insane. We did that as kids, and it was an insane way to do it. I mean, you can cook it right on the darn. If you have an electric, you can cook it right on that if you really want to, and get the marks on there. I mean, it's pretty gross, but still kind of good. I don't know.
It's gross,
Nathan,
but it's good.
I mean,
We-
look,
we don't have to
it's
live
a lot
like-
of my life.
We don't have to live like that no
I
more.
know,
We're
but
in
I want
recovery.
I want to.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my goodness! You know what? This has been a really really fun and engaging hour, and I'm really really grateful to have had the 2 of you on the show today, and hope that we can do it again. I think it'd be kind of fun.
Just let us know, man.
yeah.
I got to fit you into my schedule.
Well, I mean, in a month or 2, like when we're, maybe 2 months, I mean, you can come on again, but like if we 2 months, we have you back on to do a little check-in. I mean, hopefully you do have a busy schedule. You're doing all kinds of cool things.
The goal
Yeah.
is in 2 months to be a house leader.
I like that's not only is that attainable, but that's achievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
And
awesome.
then,
That's a good goal.
Like 4 months after that, I want to take Kevin's job. Sorry, Kevin. I love you.
Oh, Kevin,
But I
did you
want to
hear
be
that, Kevin?
I want to be the intensive house leader. Like that's been my goal
Wow.
since I decided to stay here. It is,
Shots fired.
Shots
Kevin,
fired.
it's not even like that.
Kevin, nah,
it's
you heard
just
what he
like-
said, Kevin.
Eh,
You see
yeah.
his face.
You know what?
It's coming for you, Kevin.
We're just gonna go ahead and say,
Beware.
Dang, Kevin.
yeah,
Wow.
Kevin, see me in the parking lot.
Wow.
Nah, just kidding. Kevin would beat me
Across
up.
the bow, dude.
Wow.
Jeez.
Kevin would beat me up. But no, I just
is that how you is that the thing? Is that the thing?
What are you
Right.
doing, Nathan?
There's a dance move on TikTok. Get
They're
out
gonna
your
send you to a
mind.
mental hospital.
The hospital.
Yeah, you need to get the brains checked a little.
Oh,
bit.
I need to go to the hospital and get my brains checked?
we're
Yeah.
gonna take you to Tucker's.
Yeah,
I'm not
Tucker's.
going back to the hospital.
Okay.
Justin
Well,
said no.
Anyway, we're we're at the hour. Let's acknowledge. Wait, before we do that, let's just look at the last the comments, if you don't mind. Who is there? Grateful to hear from these 2 newcomers today. Yeah, Debbie, aren't they fun? This is if you you probably haven't met Debbie yet because I know she works
No.
her butt off now, but she is wonderful. She and Ed are fantastic. Good stuff from Denny Wilson. I'm not sure I know Denny Wilson. Denny, if I know you and I'm saying I don't know you, I'm sorry. If I
I like the emoji he used. It was a flexing one.
isn't that the same emoji? Isn't that the same thing from the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they do party?
Mm,
That's
I
just-
think so.
nah.
I don't know. I feel like that's
what's the one you're hovering over right there?
That's
It
it,
says-
just
That's
says
Kiana being Kiana.
Oh, Keon and McShin loving it. Yeah.
Keon.
Well, it's good. Hey, listen, everybody out there, fantastic. Thank you for coming and watching and laughing with us today. I think there's a lot of laughing, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the moral of the story, I think, for me at least, anyway, is big changes in Darien. Somebody knows you over there.
Oh, hey, look, that's my grandma. Shout out Mimi.
Let's see Mimi.
Yeah, click
Maybe
that
with the
comment real quick.
cookies.
Yo, Mimi. Hey, Justin. Mimi.
Click that.
Mimi. Put Mimi up there.
Mimi.
Yeah,
right
that,
there,
yeah,
Amy,
that
yeah.
one. Shout out Mimi.
Shout out Mimi.
Shout out Ann Black. Also,
Oh.
if you're in the Fredericksburg area and you need help with real estate, First Choice Better Homes and Land. Yeah, we're the best.
And cookies.
And cookies. Yeah. Also, I'm
this
a
belly does not fill itself.
I thought you were trying to lose weight.
As soon as she makes me some cookies, I'm selling cookies for $5 a pop, y'all. So just hit
Oh,
me
I
up.
see. The first taste is free, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Brother man.
We're not selling drugs no more. We're selling cookies.
Oh.
Keon, Darian, you've been phenomenal guests. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show. And good luck with what you're doing, man. I just I'm really truly inspired by what y'all are talking about, where you are with where you are today, where you are in your recovery today. That's really amazing. Thank you. And I'm sure a lot of people listening will be really inspired too.
That's my number one fan.
Go
right there.
Darian, Grandma says. We love you.
That's because of product placement.
You're a smart guy. Thank you to Patrick Jones, who knows how to throw some headphones around over there. Thank you, sir. And to
Project Pat. Shout out Project Pat.
and Justice Bognar.
Dang. What is going on?
He's gonna.
Ooh.
He.
How to piss off your producer in one sentence.
Do you not see he has like a Thor hammer tattooed on the side of his head? He will.
Thank you for actually knowing what that is.
Oh, dude. Listen, I was intimidated by you when I first saw you because of that. I was like, okay, so my old coworker Chris that worked at the Axe place has the same tattoo, and I was intimidated by him too. I was like, I'm going to get beat up by him. I don't even know why I'm going to get beat up by him, but he's going to do it. Like, I feel like if I say the wrong thing, he's going to look at me with just piercing eyes. That's all I got to say. I love you guys.
And on that note, we will see you all tomorrow. We're gonna have another new person, maybe two, I don't know, but I know one for sure, and I'm looking forward to having her on the show. She's this has been really fun. I know tomorrow's gonna be fun too. And then Thursday, check it out. I know y'all don't know, but I know y'all know, and I know y'all know. Alex, yes, that Alex Bond. He was a former host of the show. He's going to be returning to say, "Hey, what's up? This is what's going on in my life."
Is he gonna say, "I saw it"?
I saw, dude.
Oh,
He's going to come. He's going to come and talk about corn. So
What?
Wait,
Cool.
hold up. Like corn, the plant?
like corn the plant. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And should I tell you why, or should we just leave it hanging?
Nah,
like that?
leave
We
it
leave it
hanging.
Leave it
Cliffhanger.
hanging.
Alex will be on the show on Thursday to talk about corn. Love y'all. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow at 2. Take care. Thanks, guys.
Here at McShin, we believe in the McShin way, which is authentic recovery support service providers, people with lived experience, bringing that experience to those who need that lived experience in recovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in many things to support our mission. We believe in women empowerment.
What I love most about what we believe here at McShin is we believe in the authenticity of the peer-to-peer approach.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in giving people opportunity.
Here at McShin, we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
At the McShin Foundation, we believe in helping people reach their full potential.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in multiple pathways to recovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in placing principles before personalities to help spread hope.
Here at McShin, we believe that recovery is possible and that any person seeking recovery can become a more acceptable, responsible, and productive member of society.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in self-discovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in saving lives and offering second chances.
Here at McShin, we believe you can do this.
Here at McShin Foundation, we believe that we can only keep what we have by giving away, which is why we continue to help others like us seek and find recovery.